It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get... The 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
What's that?
Here's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Middle. Half 10. Out. What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Open man right side, that's McConkey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown on it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Prince. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Obviously, so much on the line here, everything on the line this season. So important to get off to a hot start. That run certainly helps.
Definitely provided it. Nothing different than what they've seen all year long. They want to continue to ride that momentum.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Herbert off of play action. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the 50, here's Herbert. Here's a diving catch right side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Baylor tight. 21.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Alert! Alert! Look out!
On play action, Allen rolling to his left. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run on first down. Prince. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 7-7, our score after 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Allen to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards.
Wow. I mean, we talk about flipping the field. Normally we're saying 40, 50 yards. But how about this play? This is as long a play as you'll see that does not result in a touchdown. From backed up near your own goal line to now 1st and goal. What a play right there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Herbert. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's pulled in at the 32. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better start. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To the air, Allen. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Alert!
Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll find Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
3rd and 12. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's 3rd and 3.
All 52. Hey, hold. 3rd and 3. All 52.
Now Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10. 6-yard line. Hey, tight. Look out.
Allen to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Look out.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah Likely. 46 yards. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Now it's Herbert. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Herbert. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Back to throw again. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Pickens going in motion left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. George Pickens, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out. And
now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
5-9.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defense.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Chargers 42. Bills 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch them close to the spot.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Allen going to audible to a different look. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, tight. Alert!
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Travis Etienne racing to the end zone, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stop. What's that?
Now Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A give to Etienne running right.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.